Hi, Malcolm Nance. Hi.
Oh gosh, just let these waves of delicious Kamala Harris fortitude roll over me. I
Yeah.
could eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a snack in the middle of the night too. I swear to God, I was at their HQ yesterday, live streaming, live tweeting this
Nice.
thing, and it was, how can I put it? What's the word that I'm trying to come up with to describe this?
Schadenfreude-delicious.
It was
Schadenfreude-delicious?
was Schadenfreude delicious. Oh, with it's like a little Schadenfreude hors d'oeuvres with little Schadenfreude amuse bouches
you
with
know,
a heaping
Malcolm,
health in a Schadenfreude.
many people have said that she has been underestimated so many times, but I got to tell you, not by a lot of us out here in California. Like, ever since she was AG, like, I've been a huge fan of hers. I was on Larry King with her on CNN,
Yeah,
debating some right wing douchebag ages ago. She has always been the slayer of dragons. Mother of dragons?
yeah.
What am I?
Sure. Yeah.
All of those.
Well, I mean, Jesus, right in the middle of that entire debate, she pulled the full Dracarys. I mean, she just set fire to Donald Trump and burned him end to end, particularly with my favorite comment. You guys will all think it was about Ukraine or NATO. It was about her answer on abortion,
Yeah.
was murderizing. I mean, I immediately dialed 911 to report that murder. That was just too much. And I turned to everybody in the room. I go, this debate's over.
Yeah.
This man, I mean, well, it was really over when he started talking about eating dogs,
Right.
but it was over with with her answer on abortion.
I mean, I was saying too that just there's so many levels of crazy. When he got to she's doing transgender surgery on illegal immigrants, you're like, oh God,
What?
Grandpa's glitching.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine who would have watched that and not gone, oh my God, this guy is completely crazy, right? But forget that
Yeah.
everything was a lie, right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, one of my tweets, as soon as he said that thing about the transgendered illegal aliens, I was like, okay, this isn't a debate anymore. This is elderly abuse.
Yeah.
I mean, Grandpa's out past his, the blue light special. He needs his binky. He needs his meds, and he's out of arm's reach of his caregivers.
Yeah.
This guy is demented. He has a very serious cognitive disability. And, I mean, all he did was repeat lines from his rally over and over and over. And when he didn't, holy cow, it was disastrous,
Yeah.
wrapped in a catastrophe. And it just utterly amazing. And Kamala Harris just sat there with that. When she put her hand under her chin and what I call the poor, sweet, sweet, chuckle-headed child look. you know, that's what I was like. She pities him. Oh,
Someone talked about the restraint it took for her to not go this mother. I mean,
Her favorite word.
no, that's okay. I did it for her.
yeah. So, but let's talk about the whole, oh my God, Putin and Ukraine and using Viktor Orban as a character reference. And I mean, it just, and first of all, I love his whole, like, none of this would have happened if Trump was president. Like, it just, Putin wouldn't have done this and blah, blah, blah. I mean, and he couldn't say he wants Ukraine to win, right?
No, no. Oh, I'll end it. I'll end it. This will be over in a day. It'll be over before I even swear in as president, which is a violation of a federal law called the Logan Act.
Thank you.
I mean, he's just insane. He has no idea how the world works.
Yeah.
There are 1 million men nearly in uniform on the Ukrainian side and another million on the Russian side, and they are actively engaged in mortal combat. And he thinks, I'm going to step in, I'm going to talk to Zelensky, and Zelensky will cut a deal and say, okay, everyone stop fighting. No, he wants Moscow in Kyiv, and he wants Zelensky dead, and he's not going to say that. He knows he can't say it, but he has to dance to the tune of his puppet master, Vladimir Putin.
You know what he did say, Malcolm, which someone pointed out, is the thing he seemed most upset about is the number of, soldiers Russia's lost.
Right.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And we're going, wait a
But
minute, from the unprovoked attack on a sovereign country, like, oh, you're concerned that
Okay, here's another situation where he was clearly in his cups or he's just effing nutty. All right, it's as simple as this. He goes, millions are dead in the war on Ukraine. I think he's confused World War II with the war in Ukraine. And it's like, no.
because everything's a crazy conspiracy theory with him, Malcolm. He's always, and the numbers are not what you've heard. The numbers are way, it's like he does the numbers of illegal immigrants. Like, just, they keep going up by 11 billion every time.
He makes up everything. And then what does he do? This is the supposed commander-in-chief that wants to lead U.S. forces. He parrots Putin's line that World War III is coming. Him, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., InfoWars, Alex Jones, all of these crazy people only go to the apocalyptic edge of talk. To do what? Make you afraid for your family that you're going to burn up in a Terminator-like atomic war when the machines come after us? He's mentally ill.
Yeah.
He's really in complete cognitive, not decline, collapse.
Lawrence O'Donnell, I don't know if he's the first one that said it, but he used the phrase sane washing, that, the media just washes stuff. He says, but you couldn't do it last night. That's why this was so valuable, is all you had to do was watch. Right? I mean, Chris tweeted, Lawrence O'Donnell destroys the New York Times for sane washing Donald Trump on his tariffs pay for childcare nonsense. There was not a time so long ago when everyone at the New York Times knew what a tariff is. Yep. The New York Times hallucinated that explanation into existence. Well, there's no way to spin this. When Trump himself goes in the spin room to try to say he won, and Lindsey Graham says the debate was a disaster for Trump, you can't spin it anymore. We have
where was
eyes.
Vance, by the way, at the end of that spin room? That's who everybody thought was going to come in as a surrogate.
Yeah.
He's like, what's his name? Grimwald Wormtongue or whatever his name was in Lord of the Rings. So where, he slithers in and licks his lips and kisses his master's feet. He was nowhere to be seen yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
They wanted him completely out of the picture.
Yeah.
But with regards to how the media is sane washing him, if they can call into question Joe Biden stumbling in one debate, this is insanity. Look, that guy, I will give ABC props for one thing. They straight up asked him specifically how they were going to execute the deportation of 11 million immigrants, which Trump is now saying is 20 million.
Yeah.
He wants to round up, use the Army, the National Guard, the police, and he bragged about it. He actually corrected the moderator by saying, and police. And he's like, and police. These people are going to go effing door to door.
Yeah.
This is civil war. People will fight for their families. People will defend their neighborhoods. People will get illegal guns.
What do you think that's going to do to the economy, by the way?
Holy
Doing
cow.
his tariffs.
America descending and splitting into armed civil war over a mass roundup of sending immigrants to concentration camps. You people had better wake up. That is the one subject that the news media is not covering. Is Trump asking for America to become a police state where they hunt you in your own home and take illegal immigrants who might be your gardener, your maid? If it's downtown Manhattan, 50% of the nannies will disappear in a day. But the police, the National Guard, and the Army are going to go street to street, set up checkpoints all over America to hunt these people. This is decidedly un-American. It's disgusting.